Welcome to A&J Exotics and Aquatics. This is the beginning of the tilapia art of keeping tilapia at home. And as you've seen in many, many videos, you've seen IBC totes, you've seen large-scale operations. Well, these videos are going to be about being able to grow your own food at home in a tank. Because what we want is we want sustainable food, a sustainable resource. Many people grow chickens outside, but what about the people who have an apartment, who can't have chickens, whose space is limited, but they want all natural protein, a sustainable food source that can continually grow and populate itself. That's what this arc is going to be about. It's going to be about growing tilapia in your own home. Today we have one of the tanks that I made, or set up I should say. One of the things that I'm trying to, so one of the focuses that I'm working on here is making it accessible to people. Because you see people setups, you see the PVC setups, and you tell yourself, that's too much, that's a lot, I could never do this. But this is the kind of stuff that you can do. You can get a tank, this is a 55-gallon tall, this is a 55-gallon breeder, but that's for another video. This one here is just set up using a tank that I found on Facebook online. The majority of these tanks that you're going to be seeing here are stuff that was given to me. People were cleaning out their supplies, and they essentially just couldn't take care of it. And then a few things I added on, like the plants, canister filters, things like that for filtration, because let's be honest, tilapia are messy, just like any kind of farm animals, chickens, pigs, anything that you're going to raise, that you're going to consume, or just as a pet, they're going to make a mess. This light here was also a free light. You can look online, you can look at the Facebook Marketplace, Discord, Reddit, any of those spots. People are just going to be giving away stuff that you can start off with. A 55-gallon tank isn't too heavy. It's going to take about 2 people. You're going to want to check it. You want to fill it up a little bit to make sure that it works. They're outside. That's what I did, is I just filled it up with a hose. Just checked it first, then dumped it out to make sure that it wasn't leaking. The stand here is just an Amazon stand I bought just to get it up off the ground. You can really use any kind of stand, anything that will lift and get it up off the ground, just so it's easier for you. Create a little storage space inside. The tilapia here, as babies, they were a couple of bucks each. And when they started off, they were tiny, like fingernail size tiny. I'll be showing some videos and some pictures a little bit later, so you can see the growth progress. As you can see here, we have got lots of plants. Fake plants are the best because they eat live plants. They will destroy anything you put in here. Their favorite food is duckweed. You put any duckweed, any floating plants, they're going to eat it all up. But we'll talk about that in another video. Being able to grow your own duckweed to help feed them. But for now, we're just talking about the tilapia. Well, these are black Mozambique tilapia because I'm in Oregon and you always want to check local state laws just so there aren't any issues, just so there aren't, any complaints. You get the neighbor that might complain, or, you got somebody else who might be like, those fish are illegal. The only reason that these tilapia are legal is because they cannot stand cold temperatures for very long. So they are legal in Oregon. The most popular tilapia is the blue tilapia. However, those aren't legal in Oregon, so we've got these beautiful black Mozambique tilapia that we can grow ourselves. Always make sure you check the state and local regulations. I ordered these from the Midwest so that I could raise them up from Tilapia Depot. Lakeway Tilapia is another really great tilapia vendor, but the reason that I am doing this is because I can't find any local tilapia vendor, supplier on the West Coast. They all have to be shipped from the Midwest, or some people are raising blues in their backyard, which is not necessarily legal when it comes to our Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. So I didn't really want to mess with that. I didn't want anybody coming in and potentially taking my fish, and I don't want anybody taking your fish. Anything that you've grown and put time and effort into to be able to support your family, to be able to provide food for your family, and then have somebody be like, nope, you can't have that, and take it away. Well, these videos are going to be covering all of that. I got these guys about August, and as you can see, I'm a pretty big guy. These are pretty big fish. The black Mozambique tilapia will get up to, they can get up to 3 to 5 pounds, like when they become full maturity, but after a couple of years they'll reach the correct age. The kind of age that you want for harvesting, that you can really enjoy, and you'll know exactly what was fed to them, where they came from, and how they were treated. So thank you for watching this first video from A&J Exotics and Aquatics with the beginning of the tilapia. So when we talk about affordability, these tilapia, this entire setup right here was given to me by somebody off of Reddit that was moving away from tilapia farming, tilapia raising. They're setting up a hydroponic setup, which will be in the next video. So I'm not sure how big these fish are because these spawned from the pair of tilapia he had in his backyard. So I'm raising them up in here for now so I can keep an eye on it. And you know, even though they're a potential food source, they're still raised with love. So I still treat them gently and kindly. And as you see here, they're not afraid of me because I raise them like pets, just like you probably would as well. Hi, bud. You see, they're really playful and really curious. And they're really hungry. And you see the water, it's got a little bit of tannins in it, but the parameters are just fine. The fish are running pretty good because this is a pretty high stock for just a 100-gallon tub. As you can see, they're all different sizes. Just like any animal, they're going to grow at different rates. I feed them a couple of times a day, and I try to follow the 2-minute rule because tilapia can get stinky and gross pretty quickly, just like any other animal that we're raising. So we just want to make sure that, you know, that it's not getting overfed where the food is being wasted.